Okay. Now, you may have noticed in the original movie that I played, you may have noticed those like atmospheric hazy flares coming out from behind the planet. Well, that is super simple too. We'll go to the planet texture layer is actually the planet sphere itself, and that's on top now. So we're going to go to that, and then we're going to click Effect, and then we're going to go to Generate, and we're going to use the light rays. And I love this effect because it's useful in so many different ways, in so many different places. Look at that. Ooh, love that. So what we want to do is keyframe that guy. Let's see, we can't turn off the planet texture. We're going to move the sun in front of the planet for just a second here. Now we're going to go back to the planet. Get rid of our CC sphere options, look at light rays, okay? We're going to keyframe the center of the light rays, and we're going to use the center selector to put it right on the sun, okay? Then we're going to go to the end of the composition, the last frame, our famous set of keyframes at the end, and then we're going to select that center again, and we're going to put it right on the sun. Now, since the sun has a linear animation from the beginning to the end of the composition, it's only going one direction at a constant speed, then it's easy to pattern the light rays after that too, because they're coming from the sun anyway, right? So that's keyframe now, and we can come back here and we can put the sun back behind the planet, and we can check it out and see what kind of effect we get from that lens flare. Now the lens flare is going right through the planet. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks great. Okay, the lens flare is going right through the planet, and that is not looking too snazzy. We don't want a transparent planet, right? So easily done. We come back to the lens flare effects, and the flare brightness is, I'm sorry, that is the sun. Let's go to the planet texture. There we go. The light rays effect. Excuse me. We want the light rays effect, and the intensity of the light rays is what we're after. So what we want to do is we figure the sun is about to rise right here. So let's right about there is where we want the intensity to begin at 100%. So right before that, let's just advance a little bit behind that, and then let's bring that intensity down to 0 so that you won't see that coming through the planet, but just as the sun is about to rise, you'll start to see them collect. And then we'll keep it subtle. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, easy as pie, huh? After Effects is doing all the work. Last but not least, let's get that starship in there. Starship you can draw yourself, you can model it in a 3D modeling program as long as you have some kind of, keyable background, something in green or blue or something that isn't in the starship. In this case, I did something super simple. I just went online and found a starship that looked like it was flowing away. This was actually originally a picture that had pictured the starship from the front and the back, and I just brought this into another photo editing software, and I got rid of the front view of the ship, and then I cut out the background of the ship and put in this bright, annoying blue layer, which is going to be easy to key out. So we're going to drag that starship picture into the composition. Then we're going to go to Effect, Keys, and we're going to use Key Light because it's really a smart chroma generator, and we don't have to hardly work at it at all. So we're just going to pick the screen color, get the eyedropper, hit that blue. We want that. We want this square here to register the blue that we have in the background. And when we do that, we lose the background. It's just that simple, guys. So now we're going to adjust the size of this. I'm holding down the Shift key right now to make sure that I don't distort the look of this thing. Okay? And then when I get it to the size I want, I'm going to bring it down somewhere like here. I'm going to find my transform effects on my starship layer, and I'm going to keyframe the position and the scale. And then I'm at the beginning, so now I'm going to go to the end of the timeline again. This is all linear animation that's dealing with straight lines and constant speeds. So now I want my starship to end up, say, right around here, and then we're going to scale her down so that it looks like it's receding That's probably good. Something just like that. And that's it. Beautiful. Now, I used the same lens flare that was on the sun to create the engine pulse. And all you have to do is use these same techniques to get your lens flare onto the engines. And since the ship is moving in a linear direction at a constant speed, you can do the same exact thing with the lens flares on the engines. And in the end, with a whole lot of fiddling and stuff, there's a little bit of distortion going on there. It's because I made the ship a 3D layer. There's particles that are flying by. That's a particle generator in After Effects, and the particles are blurred and almost faded to non-existence. That gives you the simulation of movement in an empty space. Anyway, this is the super cool, super spacey After Effects tutorial, something really fun that can make an in-between scene or just something to impress your friends. Hope you learned something, and I look forward to seeing some of the final results of what you do. Have fun, and help me tell some more stories. Later.